welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen the last couple of videos, we've been doing a K-swap on my mate Ant's Civic, my old Civic. This beauty, EJ Coupe. I have just installed the MAF sensor. Go and check out the last videos, there's two of them. It's just part 3 basically. It wouldn't start without the spray and brake cleaner up there because we never had a MAF sensor, which we now have. So I'm going to try and turn it on. Right, never mind. It doesn't start. I figured out, I've done a bit more research, and because this is an FN2, okay, Z4, Z4, whatever you want to call it, it has a mobilizer on the red one, which we didn't know this. That's why we thought the conversion irons would just literally bolt in and it would start, but it's not pulsing the injectors. So we're getting fuel into the fuel filter, we're getting spark, but we've not got any injector pulse. So need to send the ECU off. You can buy a module which might work, or you can send the ECU off and get that basically unimmobilized and then plug it in and it should work. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to start it. But until then we'll crack on with other bits. We've got loads to do still. Obviously it's got no exhaust and everything, so we'll get all that on. Radiators, just finish it off. Drive shafts, obviously we've not even got them yet. We need to figure out that. If any of you subscribers know about them, Z4 going into the EJ Coupe standard 4 lug hubs, which we've still got to get this bloody wheel off where we snap the bolt, but we'll crack on anyway with all the rest of the stuff until we can get the ECU sent off and back. Just going to start taking off this auxiliary tensioner because we've got a new one which basically makes it so you can fit an aftermarket intake, and I think it's better anyway. But anyway, we got a new one. We're not fitting an aftermarket intake for a minute, but we will be in the future, and loads of other bits to do. Let's crack on. Okay, we have one auxiliary belt on with a little tensioner, and Anthony is chopping stuff up because it's his favourite thing to do. Chopping that lip for the shifter plate for that to mount onto, so then we can just drill a hole through our firewall somewhere and connect it to our gearbox so we can actually change gear. Decent. Look at that beauty. Yes. We need to get a different gear stick because now we've got 6 gears and a reverse, but for now that'll do. We need to do the hard bit now, then drill a hole through the firewall somewhere and wind these cables in to the gearbox.
I could try jacking the engine up, take the weight off.
Right, now we're trying to take this stupid engine mount off, the gearbox mount here. Well, I see a picture of it, which took us ages to get the bolt in for it, which is hanging out there, look, because we need to put these spaces in. As one of you subscribers told me, this mount needs to go in between the subframe. That's why the drive shafts are so close to the subframe and they rub. Well, on the other side it's worse. So that's what we're trying to do now. Oh, Chuckles is here. It's not like your headlight. Invoiced.
Just one though.
Just one. They need to do one, just so it looks funny. That's the before. In the middle. Right, a bit off topic, but my mate Damien just turned up after he finished work and wanted to sort out the headlights, so I was like, you crack on. Obviously we're nowhere near on exterior painting the headlights and whatnot and doing all the paint on the car, but we're going to do it eventually, so I said you crack on and I'll do what we're going with the engine. After 2 coats, brand new. We're only doing one. Wanted to test it. Oh, beauties, we have just received the ECU after sending it off to this guy. No, not that guy. This guy here, mapped by #KingTuner1, and he's turned the immobilizer off, so hopefully the thing will start. Let's have a go. Right, do this. Please start. Continuing on now, we have put the cables on the actual thing. Weirdly, I had to drill out these tops of these the things, these little bolts here wouldn't fit through them, even though they came with this shifter, so I had to drill them out. As you can see, all the little bits of shavings everywhere. Subframe with the new spacers on, as a new subscriber said, as I said before, is on. And look at all the room from the drive shaft. You can't see it, there's a rubber glove on there, but loads of room for drive shaft activities. They are ordered en route. Need to put the manifold on in a minute.
That's too short.
And drive it round. We have all the pipes, a 4-to-1 bazooka. Check that on now. Right, manifolds on. So we're going to see how it sounds with a kind of exhaust on it. Oh yeah, that gets some gasoline. The fuel filter's empty, isn't it? So loud. Sounds good though.
Beauty.
Bit loud, but
I don't see any fuel leaks.
no fuel leaking where I did my job. New fuel filter.
Fuel pressure's good. Fuel pressure's holding at 45.
Cameo fruits. We are cracking on, as you see. All the drive shafts are in. Nice and shiny ones. We're putting the big brake kit on now that we put on before, but obviously we take it off because the disc was warped. So I haven't got new discs. There, both drive shafts are on. All the arms are on. But what is it? Oh, new hub. Wheel bearings. Obviously that wheel got stuck. And extended wheel studs for the big brakes. But what do we need? Obviously the spacers are on, as you can see, everything fits properly now. We need the exhaust. We have a DC2 Type R exhaust, which fits basically bang on, apart from it's too long at that end because somebody's chopped it there and put that flexi in on it, so we need to cut it, which has already got the V-band on for our downpipe. So we need to shorten that, weld the V-band on the end, and then that should fit in. Nice big back box on it. So I'll show you from the back. It needs to be brought back a bit, I think. It's a bit too far in, isn't it? But we can do that when we chop it and push it back as far as it'll go. Still looks alright from there, to be fair. Inconspicuous. Stealth. But yeah, what else are we doing? Yeah, that's it pretty much. It obviously runs, but it's loud because we need that exhaust on. The radiator's in, sort of, mocked up. We need to move some mounts. Yeah, basically these are no good. So all we're going to do is just chop that off, as you can see. Oh, that needs to go there, yeah. So we'll just relocate that one over to here. Probably chop that off and just drill a hole through there. And this one, same again. Chop that off, drill a hole through there. And that'll be the radiator sorted. And yeah, and then we'll go for a rip. Right, this side is all complete. We have a drop link on as well now with that roll bar. And Ant's just putting the brackets on for the big brake kit. If you didn't see that video, go and check it out. We've got a whole video on fitting these, but these are the ones. High spec 6-pot calipers with, oh, throw that on the floor. Brand new floating discs. Yeah. And obviously you need a few spacers to make them fit, which is a bit weird, but hey, it works. We have, oh wait, Andy, have big brakes on the Civic. It'll look banging when we got the valve cover obviously painted red with the red calipers, yellow stuff pads, EBCs. Can't wait to drive this bad boy. Floor. Let's have a little gooch at him. Needs a bit of a weird alignment because it's got a bit of camber on him, but obviously we're going to do bigger arches because it's a bit of a obviously the tyre's a bit wonky, but yeah, it sticks out about that far, which is fine, but we want to do the wider arches anyway. But yeah, look at the brakes, banging. Obviously this is the wheel that the wheel nut got snapped off on, so it's a bit messed up. We get that refurbed as well eventually. But yeah, the K20, it's a bit heavier than the D16. Oh, here's a SAM, and it clears. It's quite low to the ground, the sump, but maybe raise it a bit just to be safe for speed bumps. As for the exhaust we bought, the DC2 Type R exhaust, somebody's basically customized it with this, and it's too long now, so we need to chop it here, weld this V-band on, so then it'll fit the car. But this is aluminium, or stainless, sorry, and that's steel, so I don't think I can weld it. So it's easy to make tomorrow. He's got a TIG welder. Weld the end of that on. Ant's going to chop that bit off now. We lose the flexi, but We can always move it, I suppose, but yeah, we'll see. And obviously this is the back box. Where is the back box? On the car still? Oh, the back box is on the car. Right, my little flowers, we've got the exhaust all TIG welded up at the end here so that it will fit. It will fit on the downpipe. What else have we done, Samuel? We've done many things. This is a few days later, but you got 2 seconds. We've got the new thermostat housing, which has got the swivel head with obviously the radiator hose fitted. Sam's in the way, rude.
Sorry,
we're just mounting the bracket, and obviously that downpipe fit right onto that exhaust. We'll fit that in a minute and give it a test start, see what it sounds like properly. But yeah, we're coming together. All we need to do is to go for a drive. Really, is fit the accelerator pedal, which we're trying to figure out in a minute, because it's obviously a drive-by wire, not a drive-by cable anymore. We need to mount that somewhere up there, but there's not really anything to mount it to, so we're going to have to make some kind of a bracketry, put the seats in, test drive it. Water is going in. Look at our custom brackets. They're already on the car. These brackets made out of some kind of a floor metal, but we just bent them into space. That'll do for the minute. We can make them a bit better later, just to get the thing working. Yes. Beauty of an exhaust we've just fitted. That is a right old bazooka. Samuel's fighting hangers.
I love hangers.
Punch the hanger. Can't wait to hear what it sounds like. It's got the resonator obviously there, and it's got the back box, so it shouldn't sound terribly. Look at these bad boys as well. Them there, they're spoon bits we got on this bad boy. Let's ready start this beaut with the exhaust on. Go on, Oak. We just have to wait for Ant to finish work 'cause it's his car and all that.
In gear.
It don't matter, it's in the jacked up. What will it sound?
No battery.
No battery. Get the booster. Right, we've got the booster on. Sam pooped his pants.
Shot!
That sounds decent, to be fair. Not revving it yet. Does it sound a bit exhaust leaky or not? Sounds good though. Hang on. Oh, just WD and all that. How is it? We'll fix the exhaust leak. Check it again. Right, and that doesn't have an exhaust because we didn't do it tight because we just had it loose. We always fit in the back box with a dab out it. Now it should sound proper. That's better.
That's what we like.
That sounds a bit smoother, doesn't it? Still quite loud.
That's right, I'll get another one of those.
Hang on. Go on, give it some beats. No, he needs.
Yeah, it comes up with 4,000 revs.
How does it? Limp mode. Or like. It might look at that little kid in there. Look.
Go on for a drive.
Put it in gear, see if it spins. Hey! Your brake pads need bedding in.
There's a rev.
Yeah, rev them first.
Touching there. Yeah. Brake. Get the brake to stab. And that with the clutch in, obviously.
Fill her up, Anthony. We went and got some petroleum. And we also have now got a seat. We've installed one seat just for the test drive. We'll put the other one in once we've got the car, put that in. Look, an accelerator pedal with a little bracket. Obviously, I did not make that. We bought one. We found one that's specifically for this car, for a K20Z4. So now we have accelerator. We believe we had a coolant leak. We believe we fixed that. So we're going to go for a test drive. He's a bit dead, isn't he?
There's some gas, Chuck.
It's too fucking flat. Drive time for that beastie shifter. We got a fire extinguisher just in case. Hey, does smell a bit fuel-y, doesn't it, Anthony?
Does a bit.
Oh, he's been sat for a minute. Brakes work?
Brakes are just a bit spongy.
Are they? See if the brakes work properly. Fucking. What was that? There's all this shit in the boot. Yeah, the brakes. You right, mate? Got my seatbelt on, shouldn't I?
Yeah, those brakes need cleaning again, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. As long as they work. The shifter's not the best. It's a fake K-tuned one. Well, that's it, boys. Anyway, Civic works. Ant's happy. We're going to mess around with the shifter because it's quite hard to get in a second. Like and subscribe to the channel and catch you in the next one.